nyame ma yahwefo nyina adwo ama makwaba ediba XTV yanimre no nsia kase so kase boy efrin campo ni mantem dia pokwasi festivals adum preza building ni mo ene yehye sanson sa okopie mu e wa befo tentan kase ne so dia Facebook XTV GH, YouTube XTV Ghana, TikTok XTV 391. And some who do a day bro and then you may a dosu young Cassane, Dumacote Bialbete and say Nana Akomia dia tuja essay or no one more MPP for no, or Macassa enim say dear, Mama Yukunu and Yakono, one more shadow and Nikrumusa, Nanson, or more than Yamias say, and yan and year twaba, a muchimo, obete, Ewakasi, eso. Sanson, a can you swap for or no, and a share who makes one some so na Professor. Jane opoku ajimai won also den sembia baba to ya wo chem say so obi ko kan baby say endi samanyoko no teacher trainee and offense no eye nursing trainee allowance no wo mu eyi free hodoma wo si enye no kra ba biara da emu kiremo obete e wo kase eso na nsem bi ka we ho na mede brewa eye agudie mu nsem so e ka ho bi mrepemu menua bema Michael Fori ata wono so ede de ekoso e agudie mu nsem ebetimi ede abrewo Obaapa Mavis Akosua Atteh enimidin retwa me ho sima me ba me de kaseboi emu chichemu akasa ebem Nkitaudie kwankyerefo wono anso okopie mu e wo kankwe south da wo ye ekane mashibedweni e wo ho no mprempren wo ye panipa woda STC ano didindi nana akomia wo de atodwa ekyeremu se ganafo monka mwakoma fantom yem na NPP amanyuko no wo makasa enim se mprempren die amanyuko no enya akono amanyuko no eni kromu sa esan se gidia agana de hye enya e wa amanyuko no mo ansa na ne de nyama esifa aya bisi basa e gbo mai mo no e ya ye wonimpa se gana fo edwa amanyuko nankasa enya asem kuma wo kyeremu se enya NPP amanyuko no e na aye bibi ne mo no kodie wo ya de coronavirus yi ba ye eno ene be se bibi biara ne mo no wodanyankopon ase se enya ne de ene ekwa akoto aban ti se na etie bia no be siesie nyema ma ebedu afimpi meni edunu na ebeto aba no nyema ebetimi asanso ejane na nsubio yenkoshe.
Well, the Economics Intelligence Unit's report is interesting. I mean, everybody in this country, including the NPP, we know that at this time, because of the current difficulties, if an election was held today, the NPP would not be the most popular party. We know it. Fortunately for us, elections will not be held today. Elections will be held in 2.5 years' time.
Yeah.
And we believe that that gives us more than enough time to remedy the current difficulties and get back into the good books of the majority of the voters. So we don't have any worry with any reports that is telling us today that we are not popular. We know it ourselves. Well, the Economics Intelligence Unit's report is interesting.
Enu echi wasanso edituja yebisa no se entemu na mo kan se mu break 8 na ye nyina ye nim se amanyuko biara ba acha fisha mako ngotwepe na amanyuko fufuro etimi abana so NPP amanyuko no afi na afensi na afi ye besim afi mpimeni dunu nan abato a ye beto no nsema wo mu kanyina ene se wo mbehwe so be break 8 no enkonko ba ne se wo mu fisha mako ngotwe echi NPP amanyuko no befi aban mu ma amanyuko fufuro etimi aba eno so na nakomia echechire mu sei ediman.
It is not a fiscal barrier because the electorate don't go into a meeting. The 15 million people who vote in this country, they don't go into a meeting and decide that it is 8 years, so let's change. Or it is only 4 years, so let's maintain. If politicians believed so, then 4 years there will be no contest. So nobody believes it. People just use it because that's the situation that has been. But we're told in this country that if we were not called John, one of the main candidates in the NPP was called John. So he used it that, look, this country, John is there. So that one too. And then they said that if the elections in Ghana, the 4-year cycle corresponds with the American cycle, the party that wins in America determines. And in fact, when you track, you could see that there's that election until the last. So these things are not written.
So the 8 can be broken.
It will be broken.
Ntino na nakomia ekane ukopiemo ewo kankwe south a we machibedwene ekane nso edima NPP amanyuko no wo yenketawude kwankyerefo imprempre wono ene panipa woda STC ano a wodi sansem nyina wodi etuja na ekane humesuansuafo a wono nso afimpimieni edwonunum wono ene franketuni abediche edima NDC amanyuko no Professor Jane Nana Opoku Ajiman wono nso de nsembia ba betuja de woke nyina ene say so bi ko gina baabi anampo se wankasampo utine baabi sa NDC amanyuko hejo bodo amanyuko no womo ena eye teacher training allowance ena offense no nursing training allowance amafo bi etime jipa eni de etime boaboa no beye busu mako nsia enu ye de ma wa ye to ne di alawa macho ene ne sa no so bi agi e de hye ne ho ende ni dem mu nyame nyina obetimi ebie system pa e wo ni dem mu a che se enya asem kuma na endi samanyuko no Ghana fo bebre e ka se wo mo bae no betwa asa allowance no emo nana Jane Opoku Agima echemu se enye no kra bebiara da yenkohwe.
Education should never be handled as a matter of expediency. That is dangerous. You must make the right decisions because education is about the future. All of you sitting here, young people, it's about your future. But I need to emphasize that we never scrapped the allowance. We never took anybody's money from them. All those who were receiving the allowance received them till they ended. So the people who came on air, radio stations saying, because of my allowance, I cannot pay my fees, they were lying. And I was saddened by that young people could do that. Because nobody took their money from them. We gave them the loan that was about twice what they were getting as allowance. Because we thought they needed more.
Enwechi insentrefo womo akofari by foi womo sanso bisane say wakwakoye ekane oswafo a wohwe humesua ho nsem so prempren so hwe humesua na e de asempa no betimi aka e de afa humesua ho yenkone ngoti.
It's the government has this program. It's the public to judge them. Yeah, I didn't do. Let's go. I didn't do reforms the way we do. What I did was look at areas where there were problems and try to solve them. Yeah, I still am. No. It's the government has this program.
So, Professor Jane Nana Opoku Agima, wono eye kan yo sofo wono ena hwe humesua ho nsem so sanso afimpimieni edununum wono eni franketuni abediechire edima omampani dadaw John Dramani Mahama na ye to nsem no so dia na wotwe wieye na mebia aban eba oni homadi kopie mu ewo oman Ghana mu Accra International Conference honom wono eni osoafo wono ena hwe amonene ho nsem so womo eko atiase apama womo edomusa etimi ahyekra te bia se ba beboa eye oman mienui ama yenkita hodie edwedie eye ekuayo na afensi no yesikasem etimi edina brane wo maame a wono ene osoafo wo hwe eye amanane ho nsem so eye maame Shali Ayokobotwe ochichi nsem sei edima nsentrefo.
Through these agreements and MOUs, we have expanded our cooperation. Yet, as discussions over the past 2 days have shown, there's still room for increased cooperation and collaboration. At the heart of our efforts is the welfare of the youth of our two countries, the need to provide jobs for them, as well as to help them to acquire entrepreneurial skills to generate jobs for themselves and others. This fourth session of Ghana-Namibia PJCC, therefore, has been reviewing the implementation of the signed agreements and MOUs, as well as considering new areas for cooperation in fields such as tourism, education, agriculture, fisheries and aquaculture development, trade and economic cooperation, youth and sports development, investments, maritime cooperation, private sector development, development of small and medium-scale enterprises, women economic empowerment, cooperation in health and medical services, oil and gas, as well as training programs in the areas of security, environmental protection, and diplomacy. Ladies and gentlemen, with the operationalization of the African Continental Free Trade Area AfCFTA, it is imperative that our two countries give greater cooperation to our bilateral and intra-Africa trade, and how to take advantage of the huge market of 1.2 billion people that the AfCFTA brings in order to accelerate Africa's economic integration. It is crucial that the private sector of our two countries position themselves to benefit from this market. Through these agreements and MOUs,
Ensino onyonyam ni Shali Ayokobotwe wono ene osoafo a wo hwe amanane ho nsem so ena wodi sansim nyina wodi etuja aban we wabo no ho modern papa wa wi ataso wan wa chese wa wi obo no munsu egusi se wo behwe ama humesua etimi ejane nanso brane ewo oman Ghana mo ni sentino wo mo sese no wo mo the science technology engineering and mathematics am wo trinity STEM edi aban wo mo si esuko adan mako edu edanu yebo wamanie omo pa ba ko huntuma enne densu omo kopie mu ewo Asante Mante mo busuntwe enho enom ko bom homodi ko pa ba ko so huntuma enu de emanko a ene beko school no ewo ho no soafo no ene hwe humesua ho nsem so Professor Oseyaw Edichum wakasai etuchren sentrefo na X News etwasa semso ediamo
so yen hyehyeye sede beya science, technology, engineering and mathematics adesua ebetimi akoso ewo oman mu bekire STEM no enam so ama Ministry of Education akeka wo mu a wo mu AC school foforo nkwa beye edu sede beya sa STEM yi ebetimi aye adwuma emu baako abepie mu ewo bosomtwe mensene mu ewo Asante Mantema eno ne bosomtwe Girls STEM Senior High School ononyamfo Dr. Yaw Educhum ono ene Minister for Education ono sa yemrashe bedwani ewo bosomtwe otimi akwakopie mu honom a afi 2022 academic year no omaji adesuanfo a omo eba besua ade na no ena wo kasa ena wo kire mu se emre bi aba na amanfo wa adwene bi se ade ye friend se science, technology, engineering and mathematics de ema entimenye enti yaka wo mo ahye na ye de ehu ahye ne mu se wono de ontimenye eno ena edidi emam mu a okọ school bi a ye science programs a ema kakre bi na ye ose emre dru se ye twam na ye hu se ne bema betimi aye no oba so betimi aye enunti ena sesi a bosomtwe Girls STEM Senior High School abeya onim se ema na betimi abo mo ho modern
so hwe school ama ba aha ena eso de ne ba bosomtwe Girls STEM High School ye bie no pono ama enyanya ma ekwan wo mutitutu mrika nefa oba bra bosomtwe na de nti ehia pa no se aha ne etete maba no mo so abeye engineers o mabeye doctors abeye enipeti true ewo man mu ebedrum fie num mfie du so no na we ni school a girls school a we no musi akan a wontimi ni omo so da this is going to be a national institution of excellence. Very soon the school will be commissioned officially, but the good news is that the science labs are done. Science equipment is coming next week. They have a pickup and everything that needs to be in the school is coming. So I'm excited that we have another girls school added to the list of girls schools across the country, and especially the one that is focusing on STEM.
Headmistress Edema School eye owura ye Mary Donko twetwe nkomo ema ono so to aso say.
Me banya school bi high big school but mama na anko na me se mama na babusumchi girls. Na minister ni so ade na opese oye no. Me ba nso atimi anya bi. Ena nso de girls nso de o say ye equip girls. Na omotimi be ye doctors, engineers ni ekeka ho. Dachi nso no oman ga na nso atimi afa enya mfaso oso. Enti esra wofo. Wo oba anya school na say wanya school ba bi kwa obetimi aye replacement na. Wo ye girl child na fa ne bra ha. No nso be sua bibi. Na enso dachi no ye betimi aka say yeso ye mama ni bi. E mama na etimi enya ni so ade e wo mabra bom.
Education so yen hyehyɛ sɛ be ya science, technology, engineering and mathematics adesua ebetimi akoso ɛwɔ ɔman mu bi kyerɛ STEM no ɛnam so ama Ministry of Education akeka wɔn a wɔn AC school foforo nko abɛyɛ edu sɛ be ya sa STEM yi ebetimi ayɛ adwuma emu baako abepie mu ɛwɔ bosomtwe mansene mu ɛwɔ Asante Mantema ɛno ne bosomtwe Girls STEM Senior High School ononyamfo Dr. Yaw Edutwum ɔno ɛna yɛ Minister for Education ɔno asa yɛ mmarahyɛ badwani ɛwɔ bosomtwe ɔtimi akwakopie mu hɔnom a afi 2022 academic year no ɔmagye adesuafo a wɔn ɛba besua adeɛ na no ɛna wɔkasa ɛna wɔkyerɛ mu sɛ mmerɛ bi aba na amanfo wɔ adwene bi sɛ adeɛ friend sɛ science, technology, engineering and mathematics deɛ ɛma ntimi nyɛ nti yɛaka wɔn ahyɛ ne yɛde ehu ahyɛ ne mu sɛ wɔn deɛ ɔntimi nyɛ ɛno ɛna ɛdidi mmaa mu a wokɔ school bi a yɛyɛ science programs a ɛma kakra bi na ɛyɛ ɔsɛ mmerɛ duru sɛ yɛtwam ne yɛhu sɛ ne bɛrima betimi ayɛ no ɔbaa so betimi ayɛ ɛno nti ɛna sesi a bosomtwe Girls STEM Senior High School abɛyɛ a onim sɛ ɛmaa no betimi abɔ mo ho mmɔden
sɛ wohwɛ school ama ba aha ɛna ɛsɛ ɔde ne ba bosomtwe Girls STEM High School yɛbie no pono ama wo ɛnya nyɛma ɛkwan wɔ mu titutu mmirika na fa ɔba bra bosomtwe na adeɛ nti ehia paa no sɛ aha ne yɛtete mmabaa na ɔmo nso abɛyɛ engineers ɔmo abɛyɛ doctors abɛyɛ enipa titru ɛwɔ man mu ebedru mfie num mfie du so no na we ni school a girls school a we no mo si akan a wontimi ni ɔmo so da this is going to be a national institution of excellence very soon the school will be commissioned officially but the good news is that the science labs are done science equipment is coming next week they have a pickup and everything that needs to be in the school is coming so I'm excited that we have another girls school added to the list of girls schools across the country, and especially the one that is focusing on STEM.
Headmistress Edema School eye owura ye Mary Donko.
Tina oswanfo a wono na hwe humasia wonsem so Professor Yaw asai Edutwum wono na odi sansem nyina wodi etodwa na yekowie nsem no ewo Kumasi Asante Mantemu ababetodwa se abrantie bi a wedi mfie eye eduonunum wo ye Taylor apprentice ewo honom na abrantie bi nso no woko school ewo Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology wo ye Bachelor of Science eno na wosua ewo honom na abrantie akwakohye na kwanhye wo ye yaaya ne nyina ene se eye nadamfo ene abrantie a wo ye Taylor ya ye frɛ no Emmanuel Boatin na damfo ene school ni na ye kyeremu a eye Emmanuel edi school boy wo de ne ka eye 300 Ghana cedis wo koya so wo kwa akogye ne sika eno na Emmanuel se wo de yenko baabi na memfa wo sika no fa nkoma eko wie kyire na kyese wakoko abrantie a na ni mama ni papa bɔ ne ho ka wo sua ade wo second year ewo Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology watu kyese wato nanom ewo nsie do ye yaya akwakoye arehosem na nomo na DSP Godwin Ahenyo wono na ye police penny wo Asante Mantemu womo eso abrantie mu bisa no wogitu mu se ampa oye bibi etisa nanso DSP Godwin Ahenyo mu se ensem a wotete ne ensem a ekoso no kyese na dwemu entre no esane se wonjindi se obi a ye na damfo pa na 300 Ghana cedis mpa udi obi kanti wetimi ekunu ye yaya no wo kyeremu se bibi ebuom a kyese wo mu hyeda enima de kudinti a wetimi ekuma abrantie nti wo mu gusuara eye nsem no emu hwehwemu mene wo kase abrantie yi ade a wo post for akachi a wo bo post for etimi aye nsem mu emu hwehwemu nti de atodwa e Asante Mantemu a ye de wie ye nyume no nsia kase e de ama wo no lasida kase confirm o se onya brand adaje na wo hwe XTV ye nyume no nsia kase wo me live dia ye XTV Facebook XTVGH na nsem nyina ye wie nyina ya body nyina bede ewo YouTube a obenye bi ahwe wo hwe na wo comment na wo like XTV Ghana okopiem ewo TikTok a XTV 391 na wona wojina camera na chi edi mami DJYX na face no faith womu ene jina camera na chi edi mami sanso na Bismarck ene twa mi etuma Lonso etande chi dindin mi producer Stephanie sanso ene executive producers Nana Jwasa Poma na friends no Penny Samituga so pese ye bo wadwuma mu dawro edema e wo fidie so abomadian so be frem penifo kakra bi pe ne bejewo wo fra ye e wo 0204 700 404 0204 700 404 omo no be kasa fe na wa kira de kodi a wo ton anapo se adwuma kwa wo di e be bo hu de rua ma ni penyi na ehu beye wo na wo nso wadwuma na akoso na ye nso ye de no etimi akoso Obaapa Mavis Akosua Atteh enimidi meni openi Michael Ofori ata ne edikase ebrewo me da wase emamwo enihwe